Hello everyone, I am Dr. Swati Gupta and today I am going to explain about a rights issue. A rights issue is when a company offers its existing shareholders the chance to buy additional shares at a price lower than the current market rate. Shareholders can choose to buy these shares proportional to their current holdings or decline the offer. Now, key features of a rights issue. First, offers to existing shareholders. Only shareholders who already own the company's share are eligible for this offer. Second, proportionate offering. Shareholders can buy extra shares based on how many they have currently hold. For example, if a company is providing rights issue in a proportion of 2/6, it means for every 6 shares a shareholder owns, they can buy 2 more shares. Next, discounted price. The new shares are offered at a lower price than the current market rate so that more shareholders can participate in it. Next, optional participation. Shareholders can either accept the offer and buy shares, or if the rights are transferable, they can sell their rights or they can ignore the offer. Next, time bound offer. Shareholders must decide whether they have to accept, sell, or ignore their rights within a set time frame. Whatever time frame company has decided, because rights issue is open for a specific period after which the offer expires. Now, why do companies launch rights issue? First, debt reduction. Company may use the funds raised from a rights issue to repay loans or debts because it reduces interest expenses, improves profitability and cash flow, and enhances the company's credit worthiness. When a company lowers its debt, it helps the company become more financially stable. Second, business expansion. Funds from a rights issue can be used to expand the business by launching new projects or building new facilities. It is important to increase higher sales and profitability in the long run. And if the company wants to stay ahead in the market, it requires constant innovation, expansion, and investment. Business often need additional capital to avail new opportunities. Next, working capital needs. Working capital refers to the money required for daily business operations such as paying salaries, purchasing raw materials, and managing inventory. It ensures the business runs smoothly without interruption caused by cash flow shortages and helps the company to deal with temporary financial challenges. Maintaining a healthy working capital also ensures timely payment to suppliers and it preserves good relationship among them. Next, financial stability. A rights issue helps to stabilize the company's finances. During tough time, a stronger equity base can absorb losses and keep the company stable. Financial stability allows the company to handle economic shocks in a better way. Next, merger and acquisition. Rights issues are often used to finance the purchases of another company. Mergers and acquisitions can provide access to new markets, new products, or new technology and enhances efficiency, cost reduction, and increase revenue. Now, advantage of a rights issue. A rights issue benefits both the company and its shareholders in the many ways. For companies, first, efficient fundraising. Rights issue allows company to raise funds directly from existing shareholders without taking the debt. Second, cost effective. The cost of a rights issue is generally lower than other forms of fundraising such as issuing bonds or seeking external loans. Third, preserves ownership. The company maintains ownership within existing shareholders and avoids offering shares to the public initially. Thus, it preserves ownership. Now, advantages for the shareholders. First, discounted shares. Shareholders get the chance to buy additional shares at a lower price than the market value. Second, maintains ownership. Shareholders can maintain their ownership percentage in the company by participating in the rights issue. Third, trading opportunity. If shareholders are not interested in participating in it, they can sell their rights to others for a profit in the case rights are transferable. Now, disadvantages of a rights issue. First, let's see for the companies. Limited to existing shareholders. A rights issue is only offered to existing shareholders. If they choose not to buy the additional shares, the company may fail to raise the desired amount of money. Second, dilution risk. If existing shareholders don't buy all the offered shares in the rights issue, the company can sell the leftover shares to new investors. This might reduce the ownership percentage of the current shareholders. Now, disadvantages for the shareholders. First, ownership dilution. Shareholders who don't participate in the rights issue may see their ownership percentage in the company is decreasing. Second, financial obligation. Shareholders need to spend extra money to join the rights issue, which might not be affordable for everyone. Third, market sentiments. A rights issue may signal that the company is facing financial difficulties which could negatively impact its stock price. Now, how does a rights issue work? For example, suppose a company current share price is rupee 200 per share. The company announces a 1/4 rights issue at rupee 150 per share. It means for every 4 shares a shareholder owns, they can buy one additional share for rupee 150. Now, if a shareholders participate, suppose a shareholder owns 100 shares, they are eligible to buy 25 more shares at rupee 150 each. Total cost for the new shares, whatever 25 shares they have to purchase, is rupee 3750, and total value for these shares in the market of these 25 shares in the market is 5000 rupee, because in the market per share price is 200 rupee. So the shareholders gains the benefit of rupee 1250, and also they are having 125 shares of that company now. If a shareholder doesn't participate, they keep their original 100 shares. However, since the company issues more shares to others, their ownership percentage in the company decreases, and this reduction in ownership is called ownership dilution. If shareholders participate in the right issue, it allows them to maintain their ownership and make benefits from discounted shares, and if they are not participating, it may lead to a smaller ownership stake in the company. Now, key terms in a rights issue. First, record date, the specific date on which the company identifies shareholders eligible to participate in the rights issue. Second, subscription period, the time frame during which shareholders must decide to either purchase their rights, sell them, or ignore it. Third, renounceable rights, rights that shareholders can sell to other investors if they choose not to participate in the rights issue. Next, non-renounceable rights, rights that cannot be sold or transferred. Shareholders must either use them to buy shares or let them lapse. Next, dilution, a decrease in ownership percentage for shareholders who decided not to participate in the rights issue as more shares are issued to others. Thus, we can say that a rights issue is an effective way for companies to raise funds while giving existing shareholders the first opportunity to maintain their ownership stake. But shareholders should carefully evaluate the company's financial health, the purpose of the rights issue, and their ability to invest before making a decision. Thank you.